Travelers and losers, welcome to Gone Home. It's another Something Else Saturday, and today we're going to do the little part of Something Else Saturday where I play a game that doesn't take very long, although this one is just like 2 hours, but I'm probably going to be able to get it out in like 2-3 videos, which not enough for a Let's Play series, but I do love this game, so that should be fun. Before I get started, I'm going to acknowledge that there is a little bit of controversy surrounding this game, and I'm going to tell all of that controversy to shut the fuck up and stay out of my game, because I like this game! And anyone who doesn't can go, like, beat themselves to death with a sack of oranges or something, I don't know. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing, but if you're just gonna shit on it for the sake of shitting on it, you're an asshole! Okay. Now that that's over, let us begin our journey. Yes, I do want to overwrite the game. I've actually had to record this a number of times. My computer's a piece of junk. Okay. The Fulbright Company.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
So this game is going to have a lot of that. The majority of the story is told through characters reading journal entries and the what have you, kind of like in BioShock. And also through various items you find lying around, like letters and what have you. When those things happen, I'm going to stop talking, because those are important. I'm not going to read every single letter in the game, but I will hold them up so that you can read them. June 7th, 1995. Oh, to be a teenager in the 90s. Okay, so, Caitlin Greenbrier, Portland, flight number 270. We are Caitlin Greenbrier, as that said, and we just came back from a year abroad everywhere. So let's... What's going on here? Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please, please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want Mom and Dad, anyone, to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you. Well, that's ominous. Well, we usually keep the key around here somewhere. Hey, it's Christmas Duck! How you doing, Christmas Duck? So now we have the house key. As well we should. Actually, I never tested if you cannot open the door to the outside. Gotta stick with the mudroom. Why you gotta be creepy, house? Good lord. Read invoice. August 1st, 1994. 1 Arbor Hill. So this is the date for the movie.
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm in a new school, and my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real, but I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
So yeah, looks like they moved right after I went on my trip. Oh, yeah, look at that. Katie departs 7/6/94. That's July 6th, so that was... It took them a month to just get out of here after I left. Jesus. Sam, Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to see the new house. Call him back. Mom, Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is he had a Nintendo when we were little. Any messages on the messaging machine?
Sam. Sam. Hello? Sam!
Did I recognize that voice?
Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Okay, so that's me leaving the message about me coming home, which is good. But who was the person crying on the phone to Sam? Oh, boy. Okay, I'm not going to read this letter, but it's basically Sam's mom speaking to her old friend saying, or rather, Sam's old friend speaking to Sam's mom saying, "Hey, how are things going? I heard you got a new house. Is it crazy?" Anything else of interest in here? Nope. Close up. Some books. Regional Track and Field Finals, April 22nd, 1991, Girls Long Jump event. To me, I am indeed a very athletic child. It's a Calivana! Hecha in Mexico. Very cool. April 21st, 1990. Hey, that's my birthday! Regional Track and Field Finals, Girls 100-meter rally. First place to Jamie Bloom, Carolyn Jones, Charlotte Rossi, and Caitlin Greenberg. Neat. Anything of interest over here? Destination to the new house. Time to drive. Hour and 10 minutes! That looks like Mom's writing, so hour and 10 minutes to the park, huh? Yeesh. Also, the days before MapQuest. Anything interesting down here? No, just a lot of junk. What's in the closet? Forestry Service, Janice Greenbar, Senior Conservationist. Makes sense. Actually, I'm going to leave the doors of any room I've explored open. I'm going to keep the front door closed because it's just rude to leave open the front door. Open. By the way, these light switches. House is fucking old, mate. Hey, it's my postcard from Belly. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Sam. I'm in Paris. I have done many Parisian things, including eating Le Petit Déjeuner and wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from Shakespeare Book Company since you are my favorite sister. Love you all. Weird that you've moved while I was away. And that would be weird. Obituary. Oscar Doc Mason. Mason 60 of Boone County died peacefully last month. His son, Mr. Mason, was born. Thor, can you chill out? That'd be real nice. Started in 1933 in a house that would be home for the rest of his life. He attained his degree in pharmacy at a young age and returned to Boone County to practice. He quickly became a well-loved figure at the center of the community. In the decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside his home. A service can be held this Sunday at First Methodist Church at 1 p.m. All are welcome. The survivor includes his nephew, Terrence Griebeyer, as well as, in spirit, the people of Boone County, to whom he provided wellness and comfort. So, hooray! Pharmacist, and who is this? I don't recognize her. Lights on! Welcome, new student! We hope you're as excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School as we are. Please be sure the following with you on your first day of class so that you can get right into the swing of things. Stuff, things, more stuff, objects, items, possessions, and a positive attitude. Please remember to get plenty of sleep at the night before and be ready for the first bell to ring at 8 a.m. See you soon again and welcome. I just realized, after how many times I've read this letter, because I've played this game a million times, I love it that much, I just realized a positive attitude was never scratched off. Sam did not bring one to school. Perfect for her, really.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class, and I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House Girl. Great.
First day at a new school. They're in binder. Terrence Griebeyer from One Arbor Hill, Oregon. Dear Terrence, I write you what I hope and imagine is a joyous occasion. News reaches me that you are newly married to a wonderful young woman. I have had more than a little time to consider my past and my family, and my thoughts have often lingered on your development and welfare in the 10 years since you were last met. Your marriage gives me much reassurance in that regard. You are always welcome on Arbor Hill. I will witness you and feel you accept this invitation. Yours very sincerely, Oscar Mason. You can do better! State of emergency in Dallas cancels the motorcade. JFK poison kidnapped, injured! Why not disrupt her? LA truck can fire. Lee Harvey Oswald can fire. Magic bullet theory, lone gunman. Paradox results in JFK death being desired outcome. Chinese, Japanese, Lebanese, JFK President U.S. USSR coalition. Early spaceflight to Utopia. What if JFK wasn't JFK? Back to basics, send Bucka in time to Dallas 1963 again. So, looks like Dad's been trying to write his book. Remote with backlight, double-sided. Oh, this isn't a book at all. This is a review for a compact laserdisc player. Are any of you young enough to remember laserdiscs? JFK, a theory! You've seen the movie Discover the Truth. Benjamin Allman. S. O'Reilly. An important new look at the circumstance surrounding one of the greatest tragedies of our time. Can't hear you, don't you? Thor, chill out. What this? Terrence Griebeyer. Wiring in a house is technically up to safety and amperage requirements. However, structure over the last 100-year system is frequently unpredictable. However, multiple layers of wiring have been added into structure over the last 100 years. System is frequently unpredictable. Lights blink on and off for no clear reason. Pressure on floorboards and door frames disrupts circuits wired directly behind the surface. Probably reworking the electrical system would be highly destructive to the walls, floors, and fixtures of the structure. After discussion with Mr. Griebeyer, since there are no current safety concerns, issues will not be addressed. So, that's why the house electricity is walking completely nuts. Oscar just apparently spent half his life freaking rewiring the place on his own and doing his own work on it. Side note, if you're not an electrical professional, don't do that kind of thing. It'll only result in misery. What's this? Go away. It's the second book, The Accidental Pariah, by Hansel Greenberg. Message from our future saved the president's life once. Within the next 24 hours, there will be another attempt, and the lines of communication are down. Wait, what? Gosh, Dad. Oh! Well then! I was not expecting to find my dad's porn stash. But okay, let's close that up and pretend we never saw that. Examine. Fresh readers tell us about the worst moment. 90210. Does anybody still care? Apparently they do, even in 2019, because they're talking about a reboot or something. I don't know. I don't care about things. Okay. A stranger under my roof. The teen years are fraught with change of all types, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. But these changes don't just affect your teen. Your teen's turbulent years are a challenge for the parents as well. Maybe the biggest challenge you face since having children. This book holds insights into your teen's behavior from the very beginning as he or she first enters adolescence, up through the end of the teen years as he or she enters adulthood. The parental strategies here are based on well-tested principles of pediatric psychology, presented by Dr. Elisa Medina, herself a mother of 2 teenagers. Prepare to gain new tools for establishing a productive, healthy, and loving dialogue with the stranger under your roof. You know, when you start thinking about them like that, that's what leads to problems. Dear Terrence, David asked me to write regarding the views you've been submitting for the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth, from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. And on that note, I'm not going to read the rest of this. This is basically Brent Kurtwood from the reviews editor saying, Terrence, chill the fuck out. No one cares about your life story. They want to know whether or not their disc player is good. 0451. Wait, 0451. Is that the combination to the thing? Let's see here. 0451. Ah! Dear Dr. Mason, please find and close the original document and a typed copy for your records. The notarized copy has been filed at our offices. Thank you for entrusting our firm with this important matter. I, will and testament, I, Oscar Mason, possessing full competence of mind and memory, and after full survey of valued items to my name, do hereby declare this document my last will and testament. So this is basically the will, and this is how we got this house. Oscar wanted Dad to have it. That was nice of him. John Russell opened his eyes and saw them, the stars twinkling. Twinkling as if he was laying in the grass in his family's yard of Massachusetts, even though that place were a million miles away. No, he blinked, and the sleep from his eyes looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glasses of the space station Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. He's trying so hard. I'm not going to read all of these, but you can tell, like, he's freaking losing it. Really struggling. Sorry, Dad. Alright, let's move on. What this? Hi, are you the girl Sam? I'm Tommy. I'm at the back behind you. Wave if you get this and right back. Hi, Tommy. Yes, I'm Samantha, and yes, I'm new. What's up? I just thought that since you're new, maybe you could use a friend. I don't have a lot of friends either, and so I thought I'd ask something if you don't mind. Do you mind? No. No, I don't mind. What do you want to ask? Was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family?
Dawn County, Tacoma County, and Wistaria County. Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all windows and doors. Flood conditions are expected at lower elevations.
Someone just left the TV on. And it looks like there was supposed to be a bad storm. Should have known with the turbulence on the flight. Okay. Making Friends. Sam Thought This Might Help, Dad, by Philip Ackerman. Feeling lonely? It's a piece of cake to make friends. Never worry again about having friends to spend time with. This book will teach you how to make friends, even when you're shy!
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
The Haven at the Edge of the World. Samantha Greenbrier, Grade 2. Story, The Turtle People, Part 1. Captain Allegra took off the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge and get to the paradise there. She had heard a cannon fire. Boom! It was the black pirate ship. She yelled, "I thought we lost them at Horse Island." The first mate said, "Looks like you thought too soon." The black ship came up along the side. Captain Black himself came out of the deck of the black ship. He called to Captain Allegra, "You're never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise, and your father were a liar." Captain Allegra yanked back, "Then why do you keep following us, you imbecile?" The first mate yelled out, "We'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see her and father was no liar." The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. "Now west," she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. It's a fun little story. Is there something over here now? Terry! Hey man, how you been? I know you're a published author and everything now, but my editor at Hi-Fi Aficionado has too much review work to go around. He's looking for another freelancer. Naturally, I thought of you. You were saying in your case letter how much of a pain it's been trying to find a publisher for your latest works of literature, and writing story reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch, listen to some records, and write up how it sounds, and then get paid. I've included some issues of the mag as an example. If you're interested, send some samples to my editor, and tell him your old colleague Mike sent you here. Here's the address. Blah, blah, blah. Do it, Mike. Well, that explains why he went from one thing to the other. Hey! Role model, Girl Scout. Oop. I said half that. Second thought, I probably shouldn't listen to this because YouTube copyright algorithms. It's good music though. Don't know what Caitlin thinks about it, but I like it. Hi Terry, enclosed please find a Pioneer CLDD 703 unit. Pamphlet. U.S. National Forestry Manual. That's right, Mom works for the Forestry Service. Probably has a bunch of those lying around. Books and books and books and books. So many old books. That's spookier than it has has any right to be. Textbook, World History. Open folder, read assignment. Samantha Gray, my directions below are 2 short stories. The events are all out of order. Get a sheet of lined paper, write reproductive system worksheet number 6 at the top, and then choose one of the two stories, A or B, and rewrite it. Begin with the title and your name. Find a topic sentence to begin your paragraph. Put the sentence in chronological order. Make sure the last sentence is a good concluding statement. The menstrual cycle, or the journey of a sperm. Samantha Greenbrier, health class, Miss Myers, period 4, reproductive system worksheet 6, the menstrual cycle, a novella, the early morning of September 1st, 1939. S.A. Gat stares at the window of the train as it travels from Vienna back to her home village of William in Poland. As the train rumbles along and the sun rises over the countryside, she can only think of a dear Borislav, the boy she is engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep within her guts, an ovum starts to develop. As this train approaches its destination, her heart races. The lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. As Essa steps off the train, her eyes dart quickly across the gathered crowd. There, her dear Boris, still in his baker's smock. He must have dropped his early morning duties at his father's shop to come meet her. Her heart skips a beat. The ovary releases the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tube. Over the wheezing of the steam engines, a deep hum grows. It's coming from the sky. Dark shadows pass over the station, a whistling sound. Essa, her thoughts only a second faster than the bombs, reaches out towards her dear Boris across the crowd. Their eyes lock and the moment freezes. They flash and smoke envelops him almost instantly. In the assault by German forces, almost 75% of the people in her hometown are killed. The rest, including Essa, are, for a time, Borislav, huddled in a half-destroyed church. He's blind, his legs are missing, bandaged with torn bedsheets. Essa egg will not be meeting a sperm. It dissolves. About 2 weeks later, Boris loses his grip on life. Essa has given up her rations to keep Boris alive, but in the end, nothing can save him. Since the lining of the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina! Essa vows to survive. She sets out to join the Polish resistance as a daring spy and saboteur. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for a pregnancy. See me. What the fuck did I just read? Oh my god! Sam, what were you thinking? You can fucking kick your ass! Oh, but that was glorious! Oh, okay, let's... The Accidental Savior, that's Dad's first book, I think. Read letter. Samantha, please give this to your mother. Janice, thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighter tape, and I gave my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome back to our house to visit anytime.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Oh my god, Sam. I mean, I guess that would qualify as... No, not malicious compliance. She complied. She did what she was supposed to. Can you please tell Mom and Dad sorry about the stuff that's missing? Sam, what did you do? Just some markers. More useless papers. Hi, Lonnie. So you want to come over to my house still this afternoon? That would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want to. And we can meet in the parking lot after 6. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there. But then I'm gonna kick your butt. Get ready. hell.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Lonnie, Lonnie, Lonnie. Is that the girl I saw in the picture? That would make sense. Alright, so we've checked everywhere around there, except for the basement, which is locked. We'll have to find a key. Not a problem. Up the stairs we go, ever so slow. Newspaper clipping. Boone County plumes of smoke will rise above the northeastern region of Boone County over the part of the next several weeks as part of the Forest Service run-controlled burn of overgrown sections of the Flintlock National Forest. Forestry crews have been preparing the area for months. The burn operation will be between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and possibly into Thursday, depending on the speed of progress. So, looks like Mom's in charge of this, too. Valuable training tools, said Janice Greenbrier. Neat. Weekly planner. Ballroom dancing, ballroom... Check the big need for Marion Sam. Notice the temporary personnel transfer, so Thor, chill out. I'm trying to fucking work some stuff out here. I know you're upset that you didn't go for the head. That's not my fault. Bratmobile, potty mouth. Oh, man. When you're a punk rock lesbian like me, this shit brings back good memories.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenbrier, am 17 years old and therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd compared with Katie, who is only 3 years older than me and yet allowed her to go all the way across the ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own like a human being. And since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter Samantha. Stop leaving every damn light in the house on. There's bad Oops. Well, it's not like I know this house. Set. Bratmobile. Cool schmool.
We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool, cool. We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Fuck you too, cool schmuck.
That is a great song. One of my favorites by them, actually. but YouTube's gonna kill me, so Chun-Li moves. Fireball, lightning kick, helicopter kick, and air stone. Neat. Oh, this is those, Super Spitfire. Journey of Crystal. These are those, seeing eye posters. Like, you stare at them funny for a little bit, and then you see shit. I am rarely able to get them to work appropriately. My eyes are kind of always astigmatic, so... Oh, I think I see a boat. Cool. I got something to work. Got your number! Are you going to the dance with anyone? Who's got a crush on you? 3 to 4 players. Sam still had this since like 4th grade. At least those blank binders. Those are nice. Holy Bibli! Neat. Wait, hold on. Is this... Oh, Mitten. Mitten's our cat. Katie's cat, not my cat. The King's Labyrinth string threads. Captain Allegra, still in the flowing skirt and sturdy jerkin, descended the single shining thread in the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and the first mate on their own now grew closer to their goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line of the stone floor. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Allegra. The silken thread, nigh unbreakable thanks to the enchanted moths that inhabited the island, trailed behind, leading their way back to the entrance. From further into the labyrinth, the moaning began to echo. The moaning grew louder and clearer. It turned into words from some ancient language they could not understand. The king's cursed voice. The hairs on Captain Allegra's arms stood on end. She looked back at the first mate, whose eyes remained locked on the blackness of the passage for a moment too long before noticing the captain's gaze. The first mate nodded silently ahead. Following the king's ghostly soul deeper and deeper in the labyrinth, they came upon a rocky gap spilling forth otherworldly blue light. The great basin of the dead king's throne room lay below, skeletal marauded robes. The king hunched over the blue orb topping his royal scepter. Shadows of his bony fingers danced on the walls like ghouls. As he sang, wailing souls flowed one by one through the cracks in the cave walls, pulled into the orb, causing it to go brighter and brighter. Behind the king, a long staircase hewn from rock led down into the chamber from a passage at the top. Allegra said, "We have the advantage in numbers. I will draw his attention and you..." But the first mate interrupted. "No, I am smaller and quicker, and you know of dealing with mystic energies like this. I will cirque to the other side, get the king's attention, and lead him on a merry chase." She held the zip line, all traced by this invisible thread. Allegra said, "It is a good plan, but perhaps we should go together?" The first mate shook her head. "You know this is our best chance. Don't be afraid for me." The grasped hand exchanged 3 tight squeezes, the palms growing warm. The first mate tied the shining thread to the belt of her trousers, gave a quick salute and a wink, and dashed off. Allegra waited, staring vigilantly across at the top of the stairs where the first mate was to appear. The king continued his... Wait, no. No! The singing stopped. The king turned and began to walk up the stairs. Allegra waited to call out, to do anything to stop the first mate from running head first into danger. She tried tugging on the line to signal her. No use. The king was nearly at the top of the stairs when the first mate burst through the passageway. She skidded to a stop. Even from across the yawning basin, Allegra could see the first mate's eyes grow wide. She turned and ran, summoning his undead power. The king left the ground, levitating, gliding behind her with distressing speed. From some dark passage much too far away, Allegra heard the first mate scream. She was already running towards the sound. The line in Allegra's hand went taut, then shuddered. It fell slack to the stone floor. As Allegra ran, she gathered the line, twisting it around her arm. She came to its end. The unbreakable thread dangled limply, its end shredded and frayed in her hand. She tossed to the ground and ran! she's getting better. Sam, I think this creative writing track would be perfect for you, Mr. Blank. Huh. 3 students from each track will be offered a full scholarship for the rest of the year at Reed College. Interesting. Looks like her talent was recognized. So this is a little note saying Lonnie was caught for wearing a shirt that had some vulgarity on it. Let's see, what was it again? It was just the Pabst Blue Ribbon shirt. It was like, that's a horrible thing. You should feel bad. What this? Hey Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? No. I need to deal with that. Came up last week and Todd won't shut up about it, so either it's good or we can make fun of him for liking it. And then they go on to talk about it's like, it's going to be super violent, and they said she gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle, which isn't true. She gets stabbed in the heart with a steroid needle to help her survive a heroin overdose. So that's fun. Also, barfing burgers are hilarious.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. It's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked in the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited, and the moment was gone.
Okay, so that was cute and everything, but who the fuck has cinnamon toothpaste? Why would you ruin the delicious goodness of cinnamon, or the delicious goodness of mint, with the horrible, terrible disgustingness of cinnamon? Ugh. Animals, I tell you, all of them. Don't mind me, just looking around all your oh, barf. Did not need to see that. Then again, what did I expect when going through my mom's stuff? Another postcard from me. Hi Mom, Dad said, I'm in the channel! This is my second passage through the channel! On my way back from London. This time going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write you on the way to London, but I was too excited about the channel! London was great. Dad, I know you always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You'd love it. If you all wanted to come back as a family sometime, I guess I could be convinced. Love you all. Katie. Ah, oh holy Bible. Business card. Unknown dimension literature. Huh. Whose side of the bed is this? This is a downright mess. Hey, Mitten! Oh, I remember drawing that. It's a mess. Ah, this must be Mom's side. More letters from Jan. Alright. I think I'm gonna call this episode here. We'll come back next time when we figure out many things, including why my mom is doing watercolors. See you then!